overly dramatic.
Hello creepy people, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're very far behind. So it is now the end of February that I am sitting down and filming, and we still have to go over all of the December movies, and we have to unbox the January 2021 horror pack and the February 2020. What year is it? 2022. I wrote 2021. It's 2022. So we have to go over the December movies that I watched. We have to unbox the January 2022 movies and the February 2022 movies. The February 2022 movies is going to be in a separate video, but in today's video it's going to be a little bit longer because we're going to do the reviews and the unboxing of the January movies. There we go. So really quickly, if you guys have no idea what Horror Pack is a horror movie subscription service where every month you get 4 new DVD and or Blu-rays, and they are all horror movie genre related. The really exciting thing about Horror Pack is you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get really good movies that you've seen before that are cult classics. Sometimes you get movies that you've never heard of before that become your new favorites. And sometimes you get movies that you really honestly question why the hell they were even made. But that's the great thing about Horror Pack. That's what makes it exciting. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Usually, and I was getting caught up there for a minute, but you know, there's this thing called life that I'm forced to live that just keeps getting in the way of all of the fun stuff. So we are putting aside the real life bullshit and we're doing the fun stuff today. And of course, also, if you guys want to check out Horror Pack for yourself, I will have a link right at the top of the description box. It's not an affiliate link. I am not making any money off of your clicks. It's just a link that I am providing for you guys to easily check out the site and see if Horror Pack is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. The first movie that I want to talk about is Mayhem. Now these are all of the movies that we got in December 2021. So the final Horror Pack of the year 2021, these are all of the movies that I got. The first one is Mayhem. We have Stephen, oh my god, I really do not want to butcher this. Stephen Yeun? I'm so sorry. He is from The Walking Dead. He plays Glenn in The Walking Dead. And when I got this movie, I was kind of excited about it, kind of unsure about it. This one I actually gave 4 out of 5 stars. So first off, I just want to say that this movie is not really scary. There aren't really any scary parts in it. I think the thing that classifies this as a horror movie is just all of like the blood, guts, and gore and violence that takes place. But in no way is this a scary movie. This movie would not give you nightmares. I mean, if it did, then maybe horror movies just aren't for you. So, basically, and I do have all my notes right here, so I will be looking down periodically to make sure that I am expressing the points that I want to get across here. My hair, what in God's name is that? So basically in this movie, it is all about this virus that kind of takes over the world. It is called the red eye virus. And basically the really interesting thing about this virus is it kind of almost knocks out the human brain ability to distinguish right from wrong or like respect and disrespect. It's basically like a breakdown of all of the moral barriers is what this virus does. And that's honestly what made it kind of like a horror comedy, is because some of the things that people would say to other people, they would never say under a normal sane mind, but once they get the virus, it's like all that goes out the window and you're cussing your boss out. So I mean, that did make it pretty funny. So basically the guy right here who is Glenn, I call him Glenn from The Walking Dead, his name is Derek, and he works in this office building, and he, you know, is trying to work his way up in the company, and unfortunately this virus makes its way into the office where Glenn works. And this whole virus kind of reminded me a lot of the coronavirus, because when the coronavirus hit, you know, that was a time where we were supposed to all come together, I mean 6 feet apart, come together and kind of find a way to defeat this virus, when in reality this virus made us more divided as a country and as a human race than ever before. And that's kind of what this red eye virus did as well. So it really kind of reminded me of that, and the correlation was just there with the two things. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, if you made that same like connection there, but that's just what I noticed. Anyway, so the entire office building is under an 8-hour quarantine where basically they lock the doors, no one can leave or come in, and everyone is in this building and they are fighting off this red eye virus. And unfortunately, Derek ends up getting fired, and once the virus hits, that's when, you know, all morals go out the window, and that's when he decides to get his revenge on all of his bosses. And he's working his way up the office building, you know, killing people, trying to get to the very top floor where all of these executive important people are. And that's where he's trying to get, because that's where he's going to get the true, most raw revenge. I think the coolest part out of this whole movie, and I've never thought of this before, and I've honestly never seen this in any movie, and I don't even know if this is humanly possible, but there was like 2 people fighting and someone took pepper spray and they sprayed it in their mouth and then they spit in someone's eyes. I just was like, that is so extra. That is just like, is that even humanly possible to put pepper spray in your mouth? Like, I don't know, because it burns your eyes, obviously, but like, wouldn't it burn your mouth too? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cool and interesting. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, it all does work out for Derek in the end, in case any of you are wondering. He does get his revenge, and it's a happy ending for Derek. And it's so funny to me because, like, you know, when this virus is going through and all of this chaos is happening in the office building, I couldn't help but think, after, like, everyone gets over the virus and quarantine ends, this would make for a very, very awkward Monday morning. Am I right? Like, you know, all of this happens on a Friday. It's the weekend, Monday morning. You walk in there and you just like... So about me spitting in your eyes with pepper spray, so sorry about that. How awkward. The next one I want to talk about is the Horror Pack Limited Edition, and that is the Pool Party Massacre. And I told you guys when I unboxed this that I was really, really excited to see this, and I gave this 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars. I heavily enjoyed this movie a lot. I thought it was very cool. The opening credit music kind of brought me back to like my emo punk stage. I don't know the song, like I can't really remember it. I just remember like hearing the opening credit song and being like, I would totally bop to that in like my early emo days. Like, it was really good. And in the very beginning of this movie, it gets right to the point. It has a very cool, you know, typical cheesy slasher opening. It kind of gives you a preset of what the movie's going to be about. I thought that was really cool. So there wasn't a lot of like boring nonsense openings in the beginning. It was like right to the point. Here's what you're going to get. Get your popcorn and enjoy. And basically this movie is all about a girl who lives in this like beautiful Beverly Hills Calabasas mansion. Her name is Blair. She's your typical rich, snooty little bitch that we all hate in high school. And she invites all of her friends over for a pool party because of course she lives in this beautiful house, so she has this beautiful backyard with a really pretty pool, and she invites all of her other rich, snooty, bitchy friends over for a pool party. And they are all so mean. And not only just mean like in general, but they're mean to each other. Like, I don't even know why they're friends, because like you can just tell like they just fucking hate each other. And it's like, why? Like, I don't know. It was just so awkward to watch. The only nice one was the girl named Nancy. She was kind of the more like down to earth, like realistic, nice girl. And you know, when you watch horror movies, there's always certain characters that are cast, and if you've watched enough horror movies, you basically can kind of guess who's going to do well in a horror movie and who's going to die right away. And as soon as I saw Nancy's character, I was like, she would do really well in a horror movie, and spoiler alert, I was right. Had a very classic slasher feel, very 1970s vibe to it, with like the killings and stuff and the way they were played out. One thing about the wardrobe in this movie is all of the girls had really, really, really cute shoes. And I know I'm starting to sound like those girls, like, oh my god, your shoes are so cute. But like, really, their shoes are really cute. And the really cool thing about this movie that keeps it interesting is he doesn't use the killer in this movie. He doesn't use the same weapon with every single kill. He uses a different weapon, so he'll use a knife or a chainsaw or a hammer or what have you. Just things you find around your garage, and it kind of keeps it interesting. So there's a different way he kills people, and I really enjoyed that, and it wasn't just like the same thing over and over and over again. The ending is not what I was expecting at all, and it was fucking hilarious. I'm not going to tell you who it was. I have it written down because I think I was going to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. You just have to watch the movie. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, so far 2 out of the 4. They were pretty good. I'm not mad at either one of those. Moving on, the next movie is The Shed. This one I was really, really excited to watch. This one I gave 3.8, very particular, out of 5 stars. So basically, it is all about a kid named Stanley. He is your typical loner high school kid, the kids I would hang around with, basically. And he has a vampire, a literal vampire, living in his shed out in his backyard. And this vampire is killing people, killing animals, and Stanley discovers that this vampire is living in his shed, and he's like, holy shit, what the fuck do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And Stanley and his best friend Dahmer, I love that name, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a cool name. So Stanley and his friend Dahmer get bullied quite a bit in school, and they have a lot of kids that pick on them, push them, punch them. Just really asshole kids. Why? Fuck school, man. Fuck school. If you're in school right now, I am so fucking sorry. Basically, Stanley and Dahmer are absolutely sick of being bullied, just like every other kid would be. So Dahmer gets this idea to send all of the high school bullies over to Stanley's house and convince them to go into the shed where the vampire is, and they kind of want to get this revenge. Like, if you're gonna bully me, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and I'm gonna send you in the shed with this vampire, and they're gonna eat your ass. Is it cool? Is it sadistic? Is it fucked up? Yes, but I love that. And this movie was okay. It did have a lot of really good jump scares in it. I really liked the idea and the concept behind this movie. I thought it was really good. There was a twist towards the end of the movie where Dahmer actually becomes a vampire to kind of feel this sort of power trip, because now that he has kind of taken control of the bullies, he feels like he has all the power, and he just wants to like encapsulate that in some way. So he like becomes the vampire, and it's like this whole drawn out drama, and Stanley has to figure out, you know, what's right, what's wrong. I don't know, it was just a really cool movie, and I believe this is on Shudder. I could be wrong, but if you guys do find this on like any streaming service, you should definitely check it out. I really did enjoy this one. And the very last movie, this one is a Shudder original, and this one is called Scare Package. Now, I was very unsure what this movie was going to be about. I did give it 3 out of 5 stars, and I think the best way I can describe this movie to you guys is it's basically a movie within a movie within a movie within a movie within another movie. There's a lot going on, but this movie is really, really funny, okay? Like, me and my boyfriend, we were cracking up several parts through this. It's just, I don't even know what, it's just funny. Like, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just funny. It had a lot of stabs, no pun intended, at a lot of old classic horror movies like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. It had a lot of really good homages to those kind of classic movies, which of course I found very, very cool. It does have a lot of your typical like horror movie cliches. It's basically a movie talking about all of the horror movie cliches, and it kind of just gives a rundown of that kind of thing. It's really kind of hard to explain because it doesn't just have like one clear storyline. It's like a bunch of different storylines, if that makes sense. I mean, if you've ever seen this movie, then you know what I'm talking about. But making fun of horror movies, but like not in a bad way, like in a funny, lighthearted, true way. Because if you're a horror movie fan and you've watched a lot of horror movies, then you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of cliches, a lot of them can be very predictable, and it just kind of pokes fun at that sort of thing. If you're looking for something to watch that's going to give you a little bit of the giggles, I would definitely check this out on Shudder. It's interesting for sure. So those were all of the December movies, and I think for the first time ever, all 4 of the movies that we've got in December, they all had pretty good ratings. Like, I don't think I gave any of them 2 out of 5 or 1 out of 5 stars, so I would say December is a pretty good month. Now we are going to get to unboxing the January 2022, and I'm really excited. December was really good, so let's hope January is even better. So I'm just gonna open it up, and I have no idea what I'm getting, okay? I have had this package for a very long time now, and I don't know what we're gonna get. So, as you can see right on the inside, 2 slip covers. You guys see that? 2 slip covers right there, bitch. I love slip covers. I don't know. I feel like it just makes the movie feel more important if it has a slip cover. Does anyone else like that? We have 4 new horror movies in here. No idea what they are, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start with the one on the very bottom, and the first movie that we got for January 2022 is... Oh, yeah! Okay, I really wanted to see this, but I can't remember if I've ever seen this, but this is the Puppet Master. I have heard a lot about this movie. I feel like it sounds very familiar, and I feel like I remember wanting to see it, so that's kind of cool. So this was made in 2018. It is about 90 minutes long. Best kill scenes in modern horror, says Bloody Disgusting. Okay, so I'm just going to take off the little plastic wrap so we don't get a whole lot of glare here. So on the back it says, Fangoria is back with a truly unrated reimagining of the beloved horror comedy with all of the gory practical special effects you can imagine. Edgar is a recently divorced and returns to his childhood home where he finds a nefarious-looking puppet in his deceased brother's room. Creepy. Decides to sell the doll for some quick cash at a small-town convention celebrating the 30th anniversary of the infamous Toulon murders. Toulon? I think that's how you say that. All hell breaks loose when a strange force animates the puppets at the convention, setting them on a bloody killing spree that's motivated by an evil as old as time. Starring Thomas Lennon, Jenny Pellicer, Udo Kier, Barbara Crampton, and Michael Pere. Puppet Master, the Little Rich. Fucking goddamn it, I need to read. It's puppet carnage and mayhem to insane new heights. Okay, so this one sounds really good, really interesting. I have never seen this movie before. I'm pretty sure I would definitely remember that. If you guys have ever seen the 2018 Puppet Master, please let me know. I am actually very interested in watching this. I feel like it's going to have a lot of weird, funny parts in it. World War III begins on your toy shelf. Bitch, I wish. With Russia invading the Ukraine, I fucking wish it started on a toy shelf and not this way. Fuck you, Putin, whatever the fuck your name is, piece of shit. Okay, moving on, shall we? The second movie, I'm going to take the one off the very top. This is one of the ones with the slipcover. And the second movie that we got for January 2022 is... What the fuck? Okay, it is another Shudder exclusive, and this is Prevenge. Brilliantly conceived. Killing for two. And, it's a pregnant lady with a butcher knife, which probably means you don't want to fuck with her, am I right? I don't know. This one sounds kind of dumb, kind of cheesy. So, this was made in 2016. It is about 92 minutes long, and I can't even begin to imagine what this is about, so let's just go ahead and see what it says on the back. On the back it says, Ruth's unborn baby speaks to her from the womb. That would be scary. Coaching her to lure and ultimately kill her unsuspecting victims. Struggling with her conscience, loneliness, and strange strain of prepartum madness, Ruth must ultimately choose between redemption and destruction at the moment of motherhood. Okay. Interesting. So this looks like it's going to be another horror comedy. I don't know. I'm really getting kind of sick of all the horror comedies. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to laugh, but, like, I really, like, scare the fucking shit out of me, okay? Recently, I watched a movie on Hulu that I saw, and it's called The Vigil. That movie's freaked me out so much. Like, I want more of that. Like, I want to be scared, okay? We will go ahead and watch this Prevenge movie. We will see what this is about, because, wow, does that... I mean, interesting concept. I mean... Are we trying to, like, go for, like, the Rosemary's Baby thing, but, like, with those stupid funny twist? I don't know. Is that what we're getting at? So, I'm sure a lot of you guys who watch my videos also have a Shudder subscription. So, if that is the case and you have ever seen this movie, please let me know what the hell I'm getting myself into. Alright, guys, we have 2 movies left, and I think the one on the very bottom that I'm going to grab next is going to be the Horror Pack Limited Edition. And this one is... the Horror Pack Limited Edition, and this one is called Bad Dreams. Okay, let me get this plastic off so I can show you the cover. So here is what this one looks like. So, Bad Dreams, the Best of Nightmares Film Festival 2021. Okay, that's kind of cool. Way to go, winning awards. We love to see it. Basically, if you have never been subscribed to Horror Pack or you have no idea what a Horror Pack limited edition is, basically it is a lower budget movie, kind of like up and coming filmmakers or B movies or lower budget movies. And sometimes they're really good and other times they are just so fucking god awful you can't even believe they were even made. I don't know, this one might be good. The cover art is very kind of like spooky, kind of giving me like Clockwork Orange vibes or something. This looks kind of like something Marilyn Manson would have on a cover of one of his albums. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting. So on the back it says, this collection of films curated directly from the Nightmares Film Festival 2021 program. Okay, so this is like a bunch of different horror movies in one, I'm guessing. Let's hope and pray that it's better than Deathcember. Overflows with a unique mix of subjects, powerful voices, and boundary-pushing stories. Nightmares Film Festival has been named one of the world's top horror film festivals by every major genre outlet, and these films exemplify the outstanding quality of the 2021 festival. Okay, so this is actually really cool. So basically it is a bunch of movies from this festival that must have been shown there. And it's just a bunch of different movies. So I don't know, this could be good. I have a lot of hopes for it. Let's hope we see some good ones in here. So that is the third movie for January 2022. All right, guys, and we have one movie left from the January pack. This is the and this is the other one with the other slipcover. And the fourth and final movie, wow, why can't I talk today? Like, am I okay? I mean, I did have a really bad migraine all last night and up into this morning, so I'm probably suffering from one of those like migraine hangovers where my speech is slurring a lot, so that could be it. We're gonna blame it on that. Okay, so the fourth movie is this one, The Dark and the Wicked, and I could have swore I saw this on one of the streaming services. I can't remember if it was Hulu or HBO Max. I don't know, but I am actually really fucking excited to watch this movie because I think I actually added it to one of my lists because I wanted to watch it. So this was made in 2020. It's about 94 minutes long. Oh my god, this cover art, this is what I like to see, all right? This looks great. This looks creepy, from the writer and director of The Strangers. Love that movie. So this one looks really promising. I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to see this. I can't remember where I saw it, but I literally added it to one of my lists because I wanted to watch it. And lo and behold, Horror Pack comes through and gives us a hard copy. How exciting is that? They do not fuck around with these plastic covers though. Man, I'm telling you. My god, fucking everywhere. Let's go ahead and see what it says on the back. On a secluded farm, a man is bedridden and fighting through his final breaths while his wife slowly succumbs to overwhelming grief. Siblings Louise and Michael return home to help, but it doesn't take long for them to see that something's wrong with Mom. Something more than her heavy sorrow. Gradually, they begin to suffer a darkness similar to their mother's, marked by waking nightmares and a growing sense that an evil entity is taking over their family. Okay, bitch. I'm about it. I am really excited to watch this. I think this one is going to be really good. Oh my god, I can't wait. If you guys have seen this, please let me know down in the comments what you thought of it because I'm very excited to see this. I hope it's not boring because sometimes I feel like movies like this can be really slow and drawn out, and then towards the end of the movie it's like 2 jump scares and then boom, it's the end. So hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully it's entertaining from beginning to end, kind of like The Exorcist. Okay, please excuse the truck outside. I'm so sorry if you can hear that, but those were all of the movies that we got for January 2022. I'm actually really excited. I think we got another really good pack. Again, as always, if you guys have seen any of these, please let me know down in the comments what you thought of them, what you think I will think of them, and I will report back in March I know, I'm really late, okay? Just kind of bear with me. And let you guys know what I think about these, because right now, as soon as I end this video, I'm going to unbox the February one on camera, and then in March, we will gather along for a nice long review video, okay? Okay. If you enjoyed this video, please, as always, go down and give it a huge thumbs up if you are a horror movie fan like myself. Also, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, go down and hit that red subscribe button. I do upload every 3 to 4 days here. But as the rest of you, I love you all oh so very much. Remember to stay creepy, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.